right, a song for upcountry Maui, where I was born and raised, up on the slopes of Haleakala Mountain. That's a piece called Hawaiian Skies. It's originally recorded on my album Maui on My Mind, and very excited that Ken Makuakane is here this afternoon. He wrote a beautiful piece called Maui on My Mind, and my album was inspired by a book also that was published with photographs of Maui back in the 80s. And my father is in the section. If you look in the sections on the Paniolo, you'll see this guy who looks like the Marlboro Man, and that's my dad. So check the book out. But if anyone's interested, I have a store on my website. It's at jeffpetersonguitar.com/shop. You can find 2 books I just published. I have 14 albums and sheet music for a lot of the songs like the one that I just played. Lots of stuff there to check out. Next, I'd like to play an arrangement that I did of 2 very powerful songs, and it's an example of how we can take kiho'olu and play different types of music in the open tunings. And I'm going to use a popular tuning we use here in Hawaii and play, just sending out my aloha to everyone, a song called Ave Maria, and to a song written by Leonard Cohen that I think has some influence of Ave Maria called Hallelujah, and just sending wishes of aloha to everybody. Now, usually this festival is performed at the Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center in California, and it's one of my favorite places to play because you look out from the stage. It's this big, huge, vast stage, but the audience feels like it's right there on stage with you, just the layout of the hall. And so I'm going to imagine all of my friends at that festival right out there in front, and I send this out to all of you. a piece called Hallelujah and also Ave Maria. So it's one of these winter days here in Hawaii. We're streaming from by Waimanalo and Olamana, Maunawili side. I can look out right now and see the Ko'olau Mountains in the distance, and like arms wrapping around in an embrace, there's the clouds are there. And so we might get throughout the day, we might get some weather sprinkling through, a little blessing as the day goes on. But that's what it's all about, playing in the backyard and being outside, right? Now there's been some really amazing big surf on Maui, and in the last few days, Pe'ahi had an incredible swell that came through, and I've been writing a lot of new songs, as I mentioned. So I'm going to tune real quick and play a song that I wrote for the big surf break on Maui called Jaws. And when I was a kid, no one would even go out there, but now with the toe-in surfing, they charge out there. It's amazing. And I know here on Oahu, over the past few days out on the North Shore, the surf got way up, maybe like 30, 40 feet. It was really big yesterday. And so that's what this song is all about. You'll hear some intensity as the waves come through, and then every now and then, in between sets, it gets really calm. A piece called Pe'ahi from my new CD. The new CD is going to be called, Mele Nahe Nahe. And I'll make this one short because I want to have a little kanikapila after this with some friends. So a brand new song called Pe'ahi. All right, that's a brand new song called Pe'ahi. And at this time, I'd like to invite to the stage my dear friend Kimo West, who is a brilliant kiho'alo artist and a Grammy nominee this year. So everyone be rooting for him when the Grammys come around in the New Age category. And also, this is Greg Sardina's backyard. We have to hear him play and share some music with him as well. I did a recording project with him called Across the Sea with an erhu player called Chun Hui. This is Greg Sardina and Kimo West. We're going to play a song called Ku'uipo o Nauna.
Mahalo, Jeff, and thanks for your beautiful music. That was lovely. Really nice.
Mahalo, everybody out there. Oh, by the way, that was Sun Hui.
Mahalo again to Mitch Chang for organizing this wonderful Slack Key Festival alternative here on Oahu.
Yeah, not
Beautiful
exactly
island.
Redondo Beach, is it?
No, but it's better, bro. I
The
like
beach
this.
is not too far.
No, it's lovely back here.
All right, so once again, this is a piece called Ku'ipo o Nauna, and we want to send this out with our aloha to Ledward Ka'apana, the wonderful slack key artist who loves playing this song. A little bit of Kani Kapila here in the backyard. Mahalo Kimo West, Greg Sardina. I'm
Mahalo.
Jeff Peterson. Aloha, everyone.
Mana Maoli is a nonprofit that founded a charter school, a sailing canoe program, and the Manamele Project, which includes a solar mobile studio, a music and multimedia academy, and over 200 Manamele collective artists. They teach ABCs, academics, business, and culture at over a dozen schools as they empower youth to tell their story from their place. From documenting and honoring kupuna stories to traditional and student original songs and chants to massive video collaborations like Hawaii Aloha and Island Style o EVA. Each features over 1,000 Hawaiian charter and immersion school youth and dozens of Manamele collective artists, well-renowned to underground. To check out Manamele products or learn more, follow Mana Maoli on social media or visit manamele.org, where you can make a donation and select from many awesome mahalo gifts.
All right, welcome back. Thanks again to Jeff Peterson, Greg Saidina. And up next, a good buddy of mine, the second person I ever shared my idea about a Slack Key Festival on the mainland with. I wanted to mention really quick that Jeff played that song, Hawaiian Skies, and he mentioned that it's from the Descendants movie soundtrack. I highly recommend you check it out. Amazon or wherever you can find it. It's the only Grammy-nominated soundtrack that's all Slack Key music. You'll love it. It's a George Clooney movie too, so all the ladies will want to watch it. So this next Slack Key artist was also the recent recipient of the Southern California Slack Key Festival Perfect Attendance Award for his years of dedicated service to the festival. He's been in every single one, except for last year when he was a member of the touring International Guitar Night lineup. It was pretty amazing. All the musicians that he got to hang out and expose people all around the country to Slack Key and his music. Jim Kimo West has his a new CD out called More Guitar Stories that's currently nominated for a Grammy. So check it out. And thank you, Kimo, for being here.
Mahalo, Mitch. Thanks so much for doing this. This is awesome. And I'm sorry about missing that 1 year, though. I won't get the 25-year award,
No, sorry. But Jim Kimo West.
Mahalo nui loa. Aloha kako. Welcome, everybody. Great to sort of see you all. I can imagine you all. I can't see you, but I can imagine you all out there. Oh, let's see. I'm going to start off with a little Slack Key tune that was written by a guy named Chick Daniels. He was a good friend of Duke Kahanamoku. And this song is sort of dear to me because my Hawaiian language kumu, when I first took some Hawaiian language lessons, we'd have a kani kapila at the end of the lesson, and he used to always play this song, and he always sang it so beautifully. It's a song called Le Aloha. already. That was Le Aloha. You know, I was lucky enough to go to the island of Kauai. I like to go to Kauai every year for a few weeks. Enjoy the Garden Island. And I usually stayed north side, north shore, up near Hanalei, Princeville, Hanalei, Haena. So a few years ago I was there, and it was a beautiful morning. I woke up, looked out at the Mauka view of the mountain, and just started playing on my guitar, and I came up with a little tune. And I just call it Hanalei Morning. So it's just sort of a happy little tune, a little dedication to the beauty of the Garden Island. You know, that was almost like the North Shore because there was no roosters in there. I'm going to change my tuning and do an original tune from a few records back. It's kind of a weird tuning. I'm not sure what you call this one, but sort of a derivative of Taro Patch, which we know in slack key is one of the most common tunings. But this one kind of has a sixth in it, and I don't even know what you would call this one, but every tuning, you know, in slack key, that's the thing. Every tuning has its own set of possibilities, its own mana, their own vibe, and you know, whenever I discover a new tuning, I always get inspired to write more songs because you're discovering all the possibilities, all these kind of cool things that you couldn't do in the other tuning, but you can do them in this new one, and I find that very inspiring. So over the years, I've used maybe, you know, more than 20 tunings probably. So this one has a whole different sound. You'll hear the sound. It's very, very different. So this is called Na Halia Aloha, the fond memories. right, that was Na Halia Aloha. Well, we had Greg up here playing steel guitar, and I think I'm going to do a song that's normally a steel guitar song. And but I'm going to play it in the slack key style, which is kind of appropriate because before steel guitar was kind of invented around the late 1800s. And before that, people tuned their guitars, you know, usually to some kind of open tuning, slack key. slack key tunings, and when steel guitar came along, they kind of took that concept, but they put the guitar on the lap, played it with the piece of steel. So this song I think was a big hit on the radio many years ago by a duo called Santo and Johnny. And I'm changing my tuning here. I'm going to go to C6 tuning. Actually, I'm down a half step, so it's B6. And I think you guys will recognize this song. All right, mahalo nui loa. That was Sleepwalk. And thank you all so much for listening. We have lots more great slack key coming up. I'm going to hand it over to Mitch Chang, who's going to introduce the next act. So you guys take care. Stay safe out there. Please stay safe. And hopefully we'll see you all at the 2022 Southern California Slack Key Festival in Redondo Beach. Mahalo nui loa.
What is Manamele? The vehicle itself is a 4-in-1 solar-powered mobile studio named Meleana.
4-in-1 mobile studio. What for?
Live event and studio, both audio and video. We're talking power, sound, entertainment, and recording at live events, and all types of studio product.
This vehicle for change is fueled by innovative, rigorous, hands-on, and culture-based curriculum from our Music and Multimedia Academy.
Manamele's Music and Multimedia Academy, where youth learn their ABCs through music and movies. That's academics, business, and culture.
They're learning math, language arts, science, and social studies through music, movies, and real-world mentorships with the pros. Eventually, they'll be able to earn their entire high school diploma this way. I'm so Jay.
Ultimately, they're just watching, we're observers. And so it's by our example that we're really going to instill in them whatever it is we're trying to teach.
Throughout her class, I was taught to not put myself down and how to stay confident, believe in ourselves, and strive for the highest.
I pray for wisdom and understanding.
Who are the drivers behind the Manamele project? Behind the wheel are hundreds of Manamele collective artists and youth from 10 community, culture, and environment-based charter schools. They are the forces that breathe life into the mobile studio and academy. We are a collective of musicians and bands, engineers and studios, filmmakers and video production companies. Our motto is collaborate, not compete. Working behind the scenes are Mana Maoli and the Mele program, a university program that offers degrees in engineering and music business. Founded in 1999, Mana Maoli is a nonprofit that founded and supports Halau Kumana Charter School and has operated sailing, canoe, and music programs serving thousands of youth.
This is the land taken out of my hand.
All right, welcome back to the Southern California Slacky Festival, temporarily relocated on Oahu, Hawaii. Check out the website if you haven't done so already, www.slackkeyfest.com. And we'll be back in Redondo Beach hopefully in 2022. But for right now, we're live streaming from Oahu, Hawaii. And what did you think of Kimo West? By the way, check out his website, jimkimowest.com. And here's only the second one that you've seen so far, but big difference in the styles, right? I mean, slack key guitar has so many different styles and variations, and everyone's got their own unique style. So I want to make a quick announcement that, you're enjoying this live stream and we're raising funds for the artists and for the nonprofit Mana Maoli. So please consider making a donation to support the artists and the nonprofit who help make this possible. During these tough times, donations at any level are very much appreciated. So go to the link on your screen and also go to kalakoa.tix.com. All proceeds will go to the artists and the Hawaiian nonprofit Mana Maoli, who's handling all the audio and video production as well as a live stream and social media for this event. They're doing such a fantastic job. I'm so blessed and lucky to be working with such a professional unit. Mana Maoli's split of the proceeds will support their Mana Mele project, which provides culture-based music and multimedia education at 20 partner schools, primarily Hawaiian charter and immersion, across 3 islands, connecting youth to their solar-powered mobile studio and a collective of over 200 musicians, engineers, and videographers. Many of those artists are helping cross-promote today's live stream. Visit manamele.org, MANAMELE.org, or check out Mana Maoli on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to learn more. So right now, multiple Hoku Award winner. He's won many Hoku Awards, including songwriting, producer, and group of the year. My buddy, Kenneth Makuakane.
O mai ka iwale no kako I ka poli o Yesu O mai ka iwale no kako Ua ku o la mai ano Emililandi kahaku hallelujah Emililandi kahaku hallelujah Iloa ake o la mauloa I ka poli o Yesu Iloa ake o la mauloa Ua ku o la mai ano Hallelujah Hallelujah Emililandi Emililandi kahaku Mahalo nui. You know, I write all of my own songs. That's because I cannot remember anybody else's songs. So actually, I can barely remember my own. But I want to do for you some new stuff that I've written. Hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? These guitars. So one day I was looking because we talk about, you know, like we're talking about this mana Maoli, you know, and you're talking about the spirit and how we as Kanaka think about our kupuna ike and how we are going to affect 7 generations past our lifetime. Well, if we feel that way today, that means that kupuna kaiko 7 generations before us were thinking about the same thing. So that means that they had us in mind when they were doing what they were doing. And I wanted to take us back maybe just 50 years ago and coming forward. And within that is this trilogy of powerful Kanaka that we remember. Eddie Aikau from the Hokulea. George Hellman, Kimo Mitchell from that Kaho'olave initiative, and even is. And so I put this song together called All Hawaiians Life because they thought about us and about the future generations that came before and will come after them. I am living in a conscious revolution. Our people fight for causes that touch our soul. Each defining moment is a moment to remember. plays an all-important role. 'Cause we were there when Eddie swam into forever, when George and Chemo died to end Kaholave's strife. Israel singing to us somewhere over that rainbow. It's a lit our cause for all Hawaiian life. When the Mauna on our islands are desecrated, when the Waiʻeha is silenced in the night, when the iwi of Nakupuna are not protected, then it is all our kuleana to set things right. 'Cause we were there when Eddie swam into forever, when George and Chemo died to end Kaholave's strife. Israel singing to us somewhere over the rainbow. Let us lift the cause for all Hawaiian life. Each of us can make a difference in our lifetime. Each piece is so important to the whole. The mo'olelo and the mele, they spread the message. But our language is the base, our culture's soul. 'Cause we were there when Eddie swam into forever, when George and Chemo died to end Kaholave's strife. Israel singing to us somewhere over that rainbow. So let us lift the cause for all Hawaiian life. Yes, we were there when Eddie swam into forever, when George and Chemo died to end Kaholave's strife. Israel singing to us somewhere over that rainbow. Let us lift the cause for all Hawaiian life. Let us lift the cause for all Hawaiian life. Sunday call for all Hawaiian life. You know, we had a lot of our fellow musicians who have passed. And my brother Keola Donaghy and I, we like to do mele inoa so that their memory lives on today and tomorrow. So the first one I want to do is for my brother Cyril Pahinui. I call them the mayor of Waimanalo. He was such a gentle spirit and a beautiful kiho'alu player. Hano hano, Waimanalo, aina uluvahi kebe, aina na kupuna. e kupano oe ua kaulana kaha e oko Hawaii kaha e oko Hawaii kuho kahi oe a ohe lua like ai me ka manule o hone o lima no e au o ni mali e lohea a pumi ka honua lohea a pumi ka honua Halia mau mai I kuanada ke one mana oi I Hawaii He mele ke ia E ino wasiro Lani pahinuia. This final pauku, it says, I will remember always. This native Hawaiian gentleman. This is a song for Cyril Lani Pahinui. Halia mau mai I kumanada ke one mana oi I Hawaii He mele ke ia E ino no Cyril Lani Pahinui Cyril Lani Pahinui No Cyril Lani Pahinui No Cyril Lani Pahinui Inoa no Cyril Lani Pahinui Eo Another very dear friend of mine who wahala several years ago is the Reverend Dennis Kamakahi. And Keola and I dubbed him Kekumu Mele. He wrote so many fantastic songs that live on past his lifetime. And we as Hakumele, we as songwriters, we all know that our kuleana, on our journey in life is to document our current history so those generations past our lifetime know how we breathe, how we commune, how we have aloha for each other, and how we loved Hawaii. And this ke kumu mele, Dennis David, ka he kili mamau I ka lani ke ha, kamakahi, was that fine gentleman that documented his history. And we will remember for generations to come. Kaulana ko ke I kawe kiu, me kalalau I ka ualili. Na bua ka launu o Honolulu a o ka malo I ka mahali e la ea. Lei Hawaii na mele vehi he ana puni ke au nei o ka heke Laila I kalai me ka pua hone e aloha I ka no e kua hivi. The rain li ke kili hune nei ele kupu kupu ele mai la ea lei Hawaii na mele vehi he ana puni ke hao nei o ka heke owe o na manu mele Hele o Maoli a he vivo ole. Ka sweet hanu ala o ka uka iu mo wani mai ana a maulo aku Puana he aloha no ke kumu mele kai noa ala kaui ka vekiu la ea lei Hawaii na mele vehi he ka heke owe o ke kumandu mele ele o Maoli a he vivo ole ele o Maoli a he vivo ole. For my dear friend Dennis Kamakai ke kumu mele. You know, before I and I wanted to do one last song, and you know, I live here on the windward side, and all we see is that beautiful the mountain range, Ko'olau. And I had written this mele. I was on the 9th island of Hawaii called Las Vegas. And I was supposed to write a mele for this hula dancer, and unfortunately I forgot. And so I I quickly looked around and went, what am I write about? And you know the part about Las Vegas, the thing is like in a valley, and you can see the mountains around it. And it was evening time and the moon was coming up, and it looks just like Windward Side Oahu with the ko'olau. And so I quickly penned this mele. And I leave you with this. And mahalo to Mitch and to all the people who make up this wonderful Southern Cal Slack Key Festival. To Mana Maoli for being a part of this incredible experience. To my son, Kaleowalu Kapono Ke Kuaola Makua Kani. I just call him son because it's way easier. This is a song I wrote a long time ago. I hear the wind traveling down the ko'olau. It touches my skin, makes me think of how much I miss you, my Hawaii. And I breathe the fragrance of a yellow ginger lane. And I look inside myself to find the words to say how I miss you, my Hawaii. Every time I stop to watch the moon dance across the early evening sky, every time I hear a country tune, I can see the shores of Waianae. Every time I listen to my heart telling me it longs to go back home, and it makes me want to, 'cause I miss you, my love. And I catch the glimmer of your face across the sky, and I watch the setting sun, and I began to cry, 'cause I miss you, my Hawaii. And I rest my head upon the sands of Waikiki, and I close my eyes, hear you calling me, how I miss you, my Hawaii. Every time I stop to watch the moon dance across the early evening sky, every time I hear a country tune, I can see the shores of Waianae. Every time I listen to my heart telling me it longs to go back home, it makes me want to, 'cause I miss you, my love. My name is Kenneth Makuakani. Balamapono Yesupu Ahui Hope.
New American Funding's VA home loans are designed to make the dream of homeownership a reality for millions of veterans and their families. We are proud to help veterans achieve homeownership and to provide educational resources on the VA home loan process. What are the benefits? You don't need to have perfect credit to qualify for a VA loan. VA loans generally offer interest rates lower than conventional loans, but require payment of the VA funding fee. The funding fee can be rolled into the entire loan amount, and the total loan with the funding fee cannot exceed your appraised value. If you already have a VA home loan, you may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Get cash out to pay off debt, upgrade your home, or simply get cash for any reason. For retired members of the U.S. military or active duty, a VA home loan offers significant benefits when financing a new home or refinancing your current one. Who is eligible? VA loan qualifications typically require one of the following: 90 days of service during wartime, 181 continuous days of active service during peacetime, 6 or more years of service in the National Guard or Reserves, being the unmarried surviving spouse of a service member who died in the line of duty or because of a service-related disability. To find out more about VA home loans from New American Funding, contact us today.
Aloha kako, it's Kimo West here. A lot of people ask me how I got started playing slack key. It's an interesting story. You know, I wasn't born in Hawaii, but I first came to the island of Maui in 1985, many years ago. But I didn't even go to Lahaina or Kahului. I went right to a little town called Hana, Maui, a very small village on East Maui. A lot of horses and chickens and cattle. Anyway, the family I was staying with, they had a lot of great slack key CDs. And when I heard that music for the first time, I thought, you know, this music sounds just like the earth, the aina, what I'm looking at, the place. It just feels like the place. You know, and these were records by Gabby Pahinui, Sonny Chillingworth, Ray Kane, old style slack key. So anyway, I used to like to listen to the slack key records. I never really did try playing it for a long time, for many years. I just used to like to listen to it when I drive the Hana Highway. I put the tapes in and cassette, you know. But you know, I had a house guest once when I started living out in Hana, and I had a house guest, good friend of mine from the mainland came over, and he was a chef, you know, and he, you know, great to have a chef for a house guest. So we had a great time. Of course, he cooked all these great dinners and everything. So, you know, about a month later, I got this call that he had passed away. And I was just, you know, so heartbroken. You know, it really just tore me up. So I, you know, I just started playing my guitar to comfort myself. And all of a sudden, I just kind of started playing slack key, a tune, you know. I just kind of made up this slack key tune, which I called a lay for James. That was his name. And so I made up this little slack key tune, and I recorded it. You know, I thought, well, I'll record it so I don't forget it. And I played it for a few of my friends here in Hawaii, and they were like, oh, Brad, you know, that sounds like, you know, real authentic slack key. You should keep doing that, you know. So I recorded more songs, and then all of a sudden I had enough for a record, and somebody said, oh, you should put out a CD. And I said, well, you know, okay, I'll make one. And somebody said, I'll make the cover. And all of a sudden I had a CD, and then I started, of course, I had to start playing gigs, you know, and playing by myself. I'd not used to playing in bands, you know, so it was really a whole different thing. All of a sudden I was playing solo shows, and I kept making records, and I kind of all owe it to, you know, to what happened. That sort of that one event sort of turned me into a slack key player. It was very sort of a prophetic thing. But I enjoy playing slack key. It's just something that makes me feel good, and if I can, you know, spread that feeling out, then it makes me happy. I also make some records. I have a couple of records that are called Guitar Stories and More Guitar Stories, and that's kind of like taking the slack key tunings and adding them into different kinds of world music, different styles, using those tunings and some of those techniques, but but using them for other kinds of music. And I was very lucky that my last one got nominated for a Grammy, and the Grammys now are moved till March 14th, so I don't know. We'll have to wait till then to see. Anyway, mahalo you guys for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you at Slack Key Festival 2022 in Redondo Beach. Aloha.
Aloha. Hau'oli makikiho. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. My name is Ryan Souza. I am an artist. I am a singer. I am one of the artists to help contribute to last year's SoCal Slack Key Festival logo, which you see right here. And I was so happy to be a part of that moment. Also happy to have been a singer for the concert as well. If you'd like to check out more of my artwork, please go to www.rainbowcreations.com. Aloha to everybody in this brand new year.
All right. We're on now? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're on now. I can't believe we're on now. Hey, what's your name?
Dad.
What Dad? No, not Dad. What's your name?
Pono.
Pono. Okay, good. Aloha mai kako. My son and I have been doing music since he was 3 years old. Okay, and how old are you now?
13, Dad.
They don't know. I know. They don't know. If they don't know, they don't know. Okay? Okay, so for 10 years we've been doing this music together. This past year, the 2020 Nahoku Hanohano Awards, I won 2 awards, and one of them was, they're all special, but this particular one was about this little guy, because my wife and I were in this Bradley class, with friends, and getting ready to hanau this keiki.
And you got the 2 men over there. You got it, honey.
I know, with rubbing our wife's stomach going, you can do it, baby. But, while we were doing it, I was listening to all of these kinds of little baby songs, and I thought, wow, it would be neat to have a instrumental songs for mothers ready to give birth. And so I wrote a whole album last year about, and it's all instrumentals about birthing music, and so I never thought anything about it, and when I released it, it came out in the Hoku Awards, and I won Instrumental of the Year for an album that I wrote for him before he was even born, and so that is a really special thing. Why don't you tell everybody how we do songwriting? Because
it's kind of a natural process. You just kind of jam and then come up with the song.
Really? You don't think about anything?
No.
I know. Remember that song we were writing? I am.
Yeah.
How did that one go again?
I am a local boy. I love my
poke and I love my poi. I am a local boy. I love my islands and I love you. Anyway, we write songs all day, every day. I mean, we go crazy. So it can be anybody. We can write songs about bugs. We can write songs about mountains. We can write songs about each other. We can write songs about all kinds of stuff. But we, like I was talking about when we were performing, our job is to document our history. So he'll be able to sing songs to his keiki when he grows up. Are you going to grow up?
Shut up.
Hey, what's the language? Okay. Well, when he grows up, hopefully he can be writing songs for his keiki, and then they can learn how to do that. Because writing songs is like talking story, but we talk in little chunks, and those are verses and choruses. And so we are doing stuff from the heart for the heart. Yep. So the reason I say that all the time, because the people on the other side of the world who I never met in my life, will never meet in my life, seem to go, oh man, that's my favorite song, and they email me. I go, who the heck is this? Oh, somebody from Sweden or from Scandinavia or wherever else, and it's just a beautiful process because they fall in love with the song because they can hear the heart that comes from the songs, and that is what songwriters die for. Yeah? I love it. Mahalo nui. So I know you want to talk some more, but we're going to turn them over to Uncle Mitch.
Yep.
Take it away.
All right, welcome back. We're at the Southern California Slack Key Festival, now streaming from Oahu, Hawaii, temporarily relocated. Check out www.slackkeyfest.com. Hopefully we can all reconvene and gather together again in person in 2022. The Slack Key Festival is at the Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center Sunday, the day before Martin Luther King Day every year, so mark your calendars now. When I brought this, we have a special young lady on stage today, and when she first came up to California for one of my falsetto festivals way back in like 2009, I think it was what it was, she was so young, kind of rascally. Good thing her father was there to keep her in line. But she's matured, she's blossomed. Ladies and gentlemen, she's on the road to adulthood, and by golly, with our support and the guidance of her kupuna and elders in the musical community, she'll get there and prove to be a productive member of society. This special young lady is performing today together with her daughter, Maoli. Ha ha. Did you get that? So this is Pomaikai, granddaughter of the late great Auntie Genoa Keawe, which makes Maoli, who is now 16, her great granddaughter, who's going to be performing on steel guitar. She does it all. She got her start, musical start, with her uncle Alan Akaka, who is a wealth of knowledge and mana'o and on Hawaiian music and the whole history of songs, and it's pretty amazing. So he's a good guy to sit down and chat with. So on stage here we have Pomaikai, Maoli, Alan Akaka, Aaron Mahi on bass, former director of Royal Hawaiian Band, yeah?
24 years.
Way back.
For 24 years.
Yeah. Aaron Mahi, thank you for being here. So we're going to do a little bit of Kanaka Fila here, and thank you again for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Aloha mai kako, mahalo nui, Mitch, for that introduction. I was never rascal. It was a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to visit Redondo Beach for the first time in 2009, and so we were hoping to come back this January, but it's also nice to be at home and to stay home and to be able to enjoy music with all of you, and so we hope you enjoy what we have to share. Here we go.
Moki Ho'okohu kohu e kalimu kohu ke kaliuna o na motuna o ia moku la e hou o nia nei o ia nei haina mai ka puana kalipua me kalimu kohu hapili ole me ka pae e anani me kalimu haina mai ka puana kalipua me kalimu kohu hapili ole me ka pae e anani me kalimu
Oya, mahalo nui. Beautiful. You know, so I want to thank the people who are here on stage with us. First of all, my daughter, as she was introduced already. This is Malie.
Aloha.
And she has been studying the steel guitar under Uncle Alan Akaka, who is a long time, what we call you, Hanai, member of
Hanai.
our Ohana.
Of course, Ohana Keawe.
Ohana Keawe.
Mm.
And also the son of our former Senator Dan Akaka. This is Uncle Alan, who
Oh,
has
yeah.
taught her since she was what? How old?
That old. About that old.
About
I
that
mean, she
high.
could barely reach my steel guitar, if you recall.
Yes.
Right?
That
Remember?
picture is viral already. Yes. And so they've been working, you know, pretty much weekly for the past, 7 years? Weekly
About,
for the
yeah.
past 7 years, and have gone since before COVID happened. We're traveling at least about 3 times a year? Yeah? 3 times a
Really?
year for the steel guitar festivals throughout the
yes.
islands that they put on with the Haimele. And so I want to turn time over. You know, this is called the Southern California Slack Key Guitar Festival, and it's mainly instrumental focused. And so I'm grateful to be able to represent my tutu and her leo and what she has done with the ukulele. But you know, it's even more exciting to see an upcoming member of our ohana, the new generation, learning the steel guitar. So we're gonna turn the time over to them to do this next mele, which is called Beautiful Kahana, which my ohana actually enjoys singing and hearing because my grandfather, who is my tutu Genoa's husband, is from Kahana Valley. And so we present to you today Beautiful Kahana.
And then you play the last one. Okay, back to practice.
Right? So, all right, Malie, what song would you like to do next? How about taking it over to Honey's Island, the island of Maui?
Okay.
And then, who's Honey?
That is my mom's mom, my grandma.
Your grandma. Okay. Yeah, that's my mother. And her ohana, our ohana, is from the island of Maui. And so we'd also like to send a special aloha to Granny and Papa, who are up there in Pukalani. Aloha. And we do this song for you and also honor Kumu Lehua, who is from that island as well and was the one who encouraged her to learn this mele on a huaka'i that they did with their class at Kekulau Kamakau about 5 years ago. Wow, it's been so long. Okay, here we go.
Kila kila o Maui I Korozelani O Kauai no ia e kalananei Kila kila o Maui I Korozelani O Kauai no ia e kalananei O ka wehi roselani lei ona ona E mau I ka ihu o ka malini O ka wehi roselani lei ona ona E mau I ka ihu o ka malini Ka'ale ako. I ke kai ka ua a o ka hului Lawai a huki koko, huki huki mali e I ke kai ka ua a o ka hului Lawai a huki koko, huki huki mali e Aina ka puana o Korozelani Ha'aheo o Maui no e ka oi Aina ka puana o Korozelani Ha'aheo o Maui no e ka oi
Mahalo. All right. You know, I'm sitting here next to this man, and this is Uncle Aaron. We all know who Uncle Aaron is, and you know, I've had the privilege of doing a few shows with him over in Kona for the Kona Coffee Festival. So I got to spend some time with him, Uncle Richard, and Uncle Stephen. Them, yes. And we missed that this past November. We didn't get to go, but you know, I learned a lot just sitting and talking story with him. And you know, this next song that I'm gonna do just kind of, it reminds me of the time that we had there. But just the idea that you know, when I go and I do my thing and I get to interact with all of these special friends of my tutu, and then I get to come back and figure out, you know, how does that apply to me, and how can I be able to present who I am and who Pomaika'i is, and just to learn a little bit about myself every time. So mahalo for sharing mo'olelo and stories. But I'd like to offer this mele. It's e mama e. Yeah. So, and Malia has found a new appreciation for this song. So we're gonna do this mele before we leave. Yeah. And it's one of the first songs that Tutu sat in her parlor and taught me as well. E mama virtual hand. Pai pai. As we come to a close, I'd like to mahalo each and every one of you for having us here. Mahalo to Uncle Alan, Uncle Aaron, and Maoli. I want to thank the crew at Maoli for making us look and sound good. Uncle Greg, mahalo for allowing us to be here. And Mitch, next year in California. Time. We'll be right back. We're going to do a quick interview and mahalo nui. Aloha.
Refinancing just got easier. Interest rates are low and home values are up. With rates so low, now is the time to lower your rate and payments. New American Funding's all-digital mortgage application takes all the hassle out of applying for a mortgage. Simply put in your information and we do the rest. Safely and securely verify your income, assets, and tax information electronically. Plus, you get access to track the progress of your application anytime, anywhere. Less questions, less paperwork, less hassle, and instant access. Ready to lower your rate and payments? Let's get started.
Aloha mai kako, po mai kai keave, Lyman here, and I'm just thankful to be here to share for the Southern California or SoCal Slack Key Music Festival. You know, I started my music career because I grew up around it. My tutu is Genoa Keave, and so I had the privilege, being the eldest daughter of her youngest child, just kind of tagging along to all of her gigs, and all of the music became a part of me, and it just reminded me of different places that we would visit and people, and you know, when I hear certain songs I think of those things, and so it became something important to me that I wanted to be able to do for my own children as well, and luckily my hiapo, this is Malie, was able to pick it up. Actually all of the kids really grew up around our family legacy in music, and Malia is the one who comes out in public with me, and you won't see the others yet, but they do play instruments and dance hula. So, Malia, how has it been carrying on a family legacy?
It's fun because I get to experience a lot of things that not a normal person my age would get to experience. The places I've been able to travel, and like the people I've been able to meet and like make connections with, it's been such an amazing experience, and like I wouldn't trade it for anything. Music is the one thing that that I can really like escape from reality. And by performing, I'm not a very social-ish kind of person. So when I'm on stage, I'm kind of shy, even when I'm meeting new people. But being on stage is kind of a getaway for me because I can, be someone I'm not, because everyone is watching you and nobody really knows you. It's not like you're talking to anyone. You can like get away and be yourself. And for Hawaiian music, it's kind of a lot of pressure because everyone expects something of you. But with practice and with the right people helping you, which I was blessed to have, it's been fun and kind of easy, I guess.
No, nothing is ever easy. But it's been, it's been really neat for me to watch her, because I see a lot of what I was going through at her age, growing up with this grandmother who was walking and talking with all of the people that I would hear singing on the radio. And I don't know, I think she might be going through the same. I still have yet to put out any album, but because of the path that my grandmother has paved, I'm blessed to be able to follow in that path and to continue nurturing the relationships that she built, and to be able to be mentored by people who really cared about her, and they see her in us. And so we're constantly being pulled on the side and told stories and given instructions and recommendations on how to improve either, our stage presence or how we sing certain songs. And how has it been for you growing up, with this as a norm? You said not very many people get to experience what you do. Why do you think that's so special, and how is that adding to who Malie Lyman is?
I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not every day you see a teenager performing music that you usually see like kupuna singing or like adults. And I'm kind of excited for when I grow up, because I have a bunch of friends who are getting into Hawaiian music and are actually really good at it. And I'm so excited to see where they'll be able to go with their talents.
As I'm sure they are of you. And so we also want to recognize, Handsome. Yeah. Handsome has been important for us to be able to do what we do to continue our grandmother's legacy and to continue learning. And he's the one who makes the connections, because he was the number 11 child tagging along with our tutu everywhere. He remembers every face and every connection, every story. And so we get to hear those, right? Over and over and over. Anytime we say we're playing with a certain artist, then he'll come up with the stories. And, I just heard a quote yesterday. I think it was by Pa'aluhi at a Halau Kumana event, but I'm so grateful for Noelani Goodyear sharing it with us. But basically the idea was how an entire culture, civilization can vanish if they don't hold fast to the songs and the stories of their people. And so it's through the mele that we're able to preserve mo'olelo. And so I encourage all of you to continue to sing and learn our mele, especially mele Hawaii. Okay, we like to turn it back over to Mitch.
All right, how's it? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pomaikai, Malia, Alan, Aaron. That was awesome. We got a lot of people watching from all over the globe. Just wanted to give some shout outs to some people watching from Vegas, Japan, Germany, Canada, New Mexico, England, Netherlands, El Centro, California. Obviously Redondo Beach. I know a lot of you guys are out there. Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Aotearoa, Ukraine, Kona, Kapoho, Tennessee, Alabama, Hollywood Hills. I mean, come on, this is crazy. I want to remind you that if you enjoy this free live stream event, please consider making a donation to support the artists and the nonprofit who helped make this possible. During these tough times, donations at any level are very much appreciated. So go to kalakoa.tix.com. That's KALAKOA.TIX.com. All proceeds go to the artists and the Hawaiian nonprofit Mana Maoli, who's handling all the incredible audio and video production and live streaming and social media for this event. We'd like to take you over to Alan and Aaron for a little interview here. And yeah. So here's Alan and Aaron.
Aloha mai kako, o wau o Elena Kaka.
Ai, o wau Aaron Mahi.
Mahalo nui. So, the question that Mitch asked me was, what are the parallels between slack key and the Hawaiian steel guitar? Well, there are a lot, really. For one thing, in the earliest times, so Joseph Kekuku, who is considered the originator of the Hawaiian steel guitar, this was back in the 1880s, about 1885, mid 1880s. And in those days, slack key was already quite popular. And, looking at the early tunings of the steel guitar, it mimicked the slack key, like for the open G, the taro patch tuning. Well, a very popular tuning early on for the steel guitar was the A tuning, which is exactly the same thing, just tuned up one key from G to A. As for me, when I first started learning steel guitar, I started on the open G tuning because my brother played slack key, Aaron's classmate, my brother Kaniela Akaka. And then I found the tuning on my own, and I learned that there were more tunings. So as far as playing the instrument, it's different. Rather than playing up here, you're playing it horizontal on your lap. So they both work well together. When you play nice, sweet, simple steel guitar and slack key, it sounds so ooey.
I guess my contribution in our interview today, for those who are all interested in slack key guitars, and a lot of the traditions that we're going to be enjoying today for our musicians are all birthed out of the Royal Hawaiian Band. And many of our members of the Royal Hawaiian Band back in the 1890s, clear on through to the 1920s and 1930s, when they were members of the band, they performed with the National Band of Hawaii. This is after the overthrow. And then they, when they disbanded, they also performed in these troubadours, which were groups of instruments, which were the string instruments, the steel guitar, the bass, the violins, the guitar itself, and Mikia Kealakai, who was another famous bandmaster of the Royal Hawaiian Band. And many of his colleagues that were a member of the Royal Hawaiian Band were, of course, troubadours that performed all over the world. So the traditions that Hawaii has enjoyed is largely through the work of these young men when they were at that age and performing the beautiful music of Hawaii. Enjoy.
Ai, mahalo.
Okay, switching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Alan and Aaron. Awesome stuff, man. Next performer got to start at a very early age. In fact, he used to be called the Kiho'alu Kid. He appeared on Super Kids. Remember that TV show, Super Kids? Not to brag or anything, but I was on that TV show too. I was in the opening credits, hiking through Manoa Falls. But he was a featured artist on Super Kids, a featured kid. So critics have described his music as flamboyantly nondescript, lighthearted with a morose attitude, and what's the third one? Subtle yet annoying. I don't know. Hawaii locals will get that. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. This is the Southern California Slack Key Festival, temporarily relocated to Oahu, Hawaii, and my buddy, Makana.
Ano ai kako aloha. Mitch, you know the last name Chang? That's Korean for pakea. Hello everyone, want to
to start off today with a song by my first master who taught my first kumu, Bobby Madero Jr., and he learned from Uncle Raymond Kane. This is one of Uncle Raymond's songs, Punahele. Punahele from Uncle Raymond Kane. Kiho alu, or Hawaiian slack key guitar, originated in the 1800s. And this is a folk music. It was a personal music that wasn't performed at concerts and things. It was very personal to the player. It first developed on the ranches of Mokuʻokeawe, Hawaii Island, and also Maui. And over time, the music began to be shared with the public in the mid-20th century. And my kumu, my second kumu, Uncle Sonny Chillingworth, began to record. And this is one of his songs I'd love to share with you. This is called Slack Key Number 1. Slack key number 1. So as you can see, Hawaiian slack key has all these different vibes depending on the musician, the player, and every individual is responsible for so much, not only the tuning, the way we slack the keys, but the bass, the rhythm, and melody, and that's what makes this music so unique. When I was learning from Uncle Sonny, he taught me about some of the other masters. And of course, one of the great legends who first brought slack key to the world is a man named Leonard Kwan. So I'd love to share Leonard's famous composition combined with Uncle Sonny's style. This is a classic called Opihi Moi Moi. Opihi Moi Moi. And that's in the style of a combination of Uncle Sonny Chillingworth and Uncle Leonard Kwan. Mahalo. Hawaiian slack key guitar is a complex style that is indigenous to Hawaii, just as Brazil has the bossa nova and Spain has the flamenco. And what we do first is we slack or tune the keys into a myriad of different beautiful chords. And by tuning the guitar to a chord, it puts it in a tuning that takes the place of the hand having to hold that chord. Some of the tunings are just incredible and beautiful. Our Uncle Alan was talking about some of the similarities between kiho alu and steel guitar kila kila. And some of those are these tunings like this. give you a little taste of how Pop's Gabi Pahinui's style was. This is one of his songs called Kiho'alu. Little Pop's Pahinui style, something called Kiho'alu. Sometimes you actually tune the guitar up. It's not always to slack 'em. And some of the real beautiful tunings are really high. From the area of Kalapana in Hawaii, there's a man named Uncle Fred Punahoa, and he taught his ohana how to play kiho'alu. Many of them became well-known Hawaiian musicians. I'm going to play for you something that came from his style, and of course recorded by Hui Ohana and Uncle Led Ka'apana. This is called Pau Pilikia. Pau Pilikia. All right, mahalo nui. I got one more song for you folks. Would love to share something that I created with all of this inspiration from my kumu and all of the different kiho'alu lineages, and also some other music that inspires me. I've been playing slack key since I was 11 years old. I'm 42 now, and it's been the foundation of all of my music I really believe that slack key guitar can heal the world. There's something about the music, it puts you in this space. And so I wrote this song inspired by the beautiful sunsets here in Hawaiian. It's called Napo'okala, which means the setting of the sun. So before I go, I just want to show what is slack key. Everybody hears this sound and loves this music, but what is it? Well, I'll show you exactly what it is. You slack the guitar to a chord like this. And then with your thumb, you do an alternating bass line like this. It's like the sun and the moon. It's like always there, consistent, always dependable. And over that, you weave a simple melody with your fingers like this. And then slack key is where you play the bass and the melody in that slack key tuning at the same time like this. Aloha. You'll be hearing from Mitch, and then I'll join you for a little talk story. Mahalo nui.
Mahalo, brother. That was so awesome to hear. I loved, like, you know how you pay tribute to, you know, your teachers and the masters and the old-timey sound. I can't get enough of it. And we don't hear it as much anymore, you know, so it's really important for people like Makana to keep it going. The last piece that you heard, actually, Makana was a finalist in the International Guitar Superstars, and he played that piece in front of people like Steve Vai and George Lynch and Elliot Easton. I was there. I was up in San Francisco. and he blew people away. It was really amazing. So I want to give some shout outs to some people really quick. I want to give a big shout out to Denny Barry. We're all over here. We have everything coordinated and timed and everything, but back home and we're down the beach at the theater, Denny Barry is the one keeping everybody on track. He's the stage manager to the stars, so mahalo, Denny. Wish you was here too. We're all thinking about you, and we're going to send our aloha to you. Chris Cole is another guy who always helps out at the Slaki Festival, and it's his birthday many times on the day of the festival. So I think Tuesday is going to be his birthday. So if you're watching Chris Cole, happy pre-birthday. If you want to find out more about Makana's music and get on his email list, go to makanamusic.com. And you can also sign up on Patreon. If you look him up on Patreon, it's patreon.com/makanamusic. And so we're going to ask Makana a question. I think the question I want him to answer in the interview is, talk a little bit about who his early teachers were, and really how far have you feel like you've taken the Slaki genre and made it your own?
Sure. How's it? I was very blessed to learn from some of the great proponents of this art form when I was a child, but I started my journey in the Honolulu Boy Choir at the age of 7, and then ukulele with Roy Sakuma Ukulele School at the age of 9. And that helped me develop the dexterity. Sometimes when you're a small kid, the guitar's a little big. And at 11, I started learning kiho'alu from Bobby Maduro Jr., the protege of Raymond Kane of Nanakuli. I learned from Bobby for 2 years, and then was so blessed to meet Uncle Sonny Chillingworth, and we were awarded a grant from the State Foundation on Culture and the Arts to learn Slaki guitar. I became his last protege at the age of 13, and then sadly he passed away. After that, it was honestly hard for my parents to find me a kumu, a teacher, and so I just started listening to albums and records, and by that time my ear had developed. And learning in the old style, we don't have paper. Oftentimes when I teach, which I do online at patreon.com/makanamusic, I teach all the way I was taught. People always ask me, can you write it down on paper? I said, no, I cannot. This is the way we learn, was you watch and listen. And if you ask questions, they go crack you on the head. But learning in this style, you develop this ear where some of the things I played for you a moment ago, I actually learned the tunings just from listening to the recording. I could tell how tight the string was or how loose. Slaki guitar is an entirely different orientation to the guitar. It's different than classical, walking jazz, bluegrass, rock, all these other styles. Every style brings something. But what I love about kiho'alu is that the guitar is open tuned, so it's the star. The guitar it's already tuned. So the player's job is to touch it as little as possible and let that resonate and ring. And that's why when you listen to Slaki, you hear this sound. It sounds like 2 or 3 guitars. You say, how is that possible? And so, for me, keeping this style alive is not really about making it my own. I never wanted to make a mark or make it my own. I just wanted to touch people with the music. So I play the old style, I create my own, and I don't have any ideas about it. I just do what feels good. The great Slaki guitar master, Gabi Pahinui, he always used to say, I just play the way I feel. And that's how the music has to be. It cannot be mechanical. It's always got to be, I just play the way I feel. And so we're really thankful that you folks have taken an interest in this art form. George Winston, the great pianist and someone who started Dancing Cat Records, who recorded many of the masters, said that Hawaiian Slaki guitar is perhaps the final frontier of the acoustic guitar. So thank you so much for being interested in our culture. This is one of the last undiscovered art forms by the world, and we need you to keep it alive. Just like Uncle Raymond used to say, this music is a music that is like no other music, and we are so blessed to learn from them. And so my passion in life is not only perpetuating Slaki, but putting it in other kinds of music. So if you guys are interested in learning, even if you don't know Hawaiian, you've never been to Hawaii, you're just curious, you're tuning in from somewhere else in the world, be curious. Look up the old recordings. Go on YouTube. Listen to this stuff, because this music is going to blow you away. Whenever you have a stressful day, kiho'alu, it does something to the soul. And that's why I fell in love with it. When I was a kid, all my friends, they was listening to heavy metal. They was listening to all this crazy kind of music, punk rock and rap. And I was always with my Walkman listening to Gabby and Sunny and Ata and Sunday Manoa and Palani Vaughn and Sons of Hawaii, Eddie Kamai, all the old timers. Because no matter what happens in Hawaii, the music of Hawaii is what keeps the essence of Hawaii alive. And Hawaiians create through oli, which is chant, through hula, which is dance, through mele, which is song, and through kiho'alu, which is Hawaiian slack key guitar. If you want to discover more about slack key, there are many players, and some of the names you should look for are, of course, Gabi Pahinui, Sonny Chillingworth, Ata Isaacs, Cyril Pahinui, and many others. Uncle's almost ready for jam, huh? You guys are in for a treat. In Hawaii, we have the greatest respect for the kupuna, the elders. And I love this word kupuna because puna means spring and ku is the standing. So the standing spring, and these kupuna, these elders, are the ones who bring this culture and music to the opio, the youth. And so like myself and like the people at Mana Maoli who are bringing you this broadcast today, all of our lives is focused on being a conduit for this beautiful culture and music to carry on for future generations. Mahalo for participating. We aloha you to wherever you are. Please enjoy the kupuna, the kumu here, and our host who are at his house, Greg Sardina, coming to you live from Kailua. Aloha.
What is Manamele? The vehicle itself is a 4-in-1 solar-powered mobile studio named Meleana.
Four-in-one mobile studio. What for?
Live event and studio, both audio and video. We're talking power, sound, entertainment, and recording at live events, and all types of studio product.
This vehicle for change is fueled by innovative, rigorous, hands-on, and culture-based curriculum from our Music and Multimedia Academy.
Manamele's Music and Multimedia Academy, where youth learn their ABCs through music and movies. That's academics, business, and culture.
They're learning math, language arts, science, and social studies through music, movies, and real-world mentorships with the pros. Eventually, they'll be able to earn their entire high school diploma this way. I'm so Jay.
Ultimately, they're just watching, we're observers. And so it's by our example that we're really going to instill in them whatever it is we're trying to teach.
Throughout her class, I was taught to not put myself down and how to stay confident, believe in ourselves, and strive for the highest.
I pray for wisdom and understanding.
Aloha, welcome back. My name is Mitch Chang. You're watching the Southern California Slack Key Festival in Hawaii. It's held every year, the Sunday, the day before Martin Luther King Day at the Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center. But today we're live streaming it from a secret location on Oahu, Hawaii. And we have a couple of cast members back. Alan Akaka, who was here playing with Pomaikai. We have Greg Sardina, who was playing with Kimo and Jeff earlier. Aaron, who is also part of the ensemble with Pomaikai. And a man, one of the living legends, who I think he had my father as his high school teacher at Kalani High School.
Harold Chang. Mitch's father.
Not to be confused with the Harold Chang, who was the drummer from Harry's Music. But I want to introduce and thank you so much for being here, George. He's been up to Redondo Beach a couple of times, and yeah, you can't have a Slack Key Festival without George Kuo.
Oh, mahalo, Mitch. Thank you. Hey, aloha to all the people out at Redondo Beach that come to our concert, our friends, and also all the regular guys that would help support the backstage. It was really great, and hopefully we'll look forward to you guys the following year, next year. Okay, here we go. Give 'em. i ka naia hi love ka papalohi mai nea maukele Matata i ka naia hi love ka papalohi mai nea maukele Kele mai au I tadu I manu Hawalaone puni vai pio I kele mai au I kanu I manu Hawalaone puni vai pio Take it away, Al. Give him one more time. On a hole. Navuna ke alai alai amai. No I ka vai hele leo hi love. Ole no. Ole nova, eloha mai, aiu iwai, ano te tuahiwi. What you say, Greg? Hiva hiva hona tamatua Aile ia ina te tupuna Hiva hiva hona tamatua Aile ia ina ke kupuna Te alai halai amai No I ka vai hele leo hi love Apuna te alai halai amai No I ka vai hele leo hi love Take it out Matata ikenaya hilave. Aina ia mai ana kapuana. Matata ikenaya hilave. 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 Hey, right, Uncle Willie, what you say? Mahalo, Uncle Willie, for all the treats. For those of you guys that are seeing this kind of music for the first time, you've seen all the beautiful performers. They play the solo guitar, the essence of the slack key guitar. This is what it was like on getting together with friends the whole weekend long, days on end. You start off the first day, then you carry on to the second day, then the third day. Next day you got to go work on Monday. So we're just carrying on that tradition, giving you guys a sample of the good times we used to have.
Don't forget, tomorrow's a holiday.
That's right. So 4 day, we can have a 4 day. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Aaron, we're gonna feature Aaron Mahi. He loves fish. Who doesn't love fish? You know, we used to do a lot of lay net fishing. Besides being a Honolulu Symphony conductor, it's just amazing, Aaron's story. Being a Honolulu Symphony conductor, going to classical music training and getting a classical music degree in Connecticut. He came back and directed the Royal Hawaiian Band and also conducted the Honolulu Symphony. And took us to the Hollywood Bowl with his classmate is Dennis Kamakahi. Class of 71, Danny Akaka Jr. Ooh, Imua. But, you know, such wonderful experiences mixing our Hawaiian. The best experience on a Hollywood Bowl, one of the biggest stages around for a mainland audience. We are performing our Hawaiian music with the symphony, integrating the arrangements. And then we get to do a little ensemble with Dennis, David Kamakahi, myself. Aaron puts down his baton and grabs his bass. We got to do that. So one of the greatest experiences, Aaron, and he loves fish. And this is one song I always think of Aaron. We love to eat fish. Ama ama, the mullet. Right. How delicious it is with all those wonderful condiments, the chili pepper water, and then then we're going to also oopu fish, and also we're going to end it up with a dessert of beef stew.
All right.
Piha ka opu.
Don't forget the nioi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Puina, I gotta. The meantime, I forgot. I always gotta. We do these little things now. Playing on these kind of little implements. Yeah.
Oh, the capo.
Yeah. This is gonna bring back memories of our brother Dennis Kamakahi. He used to capo up on the 5th fret, the 7th fret. Even
not much
whatever
guitar
key,
left.
yeah. But he's always was playing in G.
Minimalizing.
So I gotta play in the Terrapatch G and then go capo up to the 5th fret and make like Dennis.
Hey aloha, ai kai ala,
ai ka pa'akai. Ai ka iala, ai ka onala, ai ka sama. Alege. Second serving. Oh, let's add some nioi. Hello, hi, ka nioi. Ai ka puhi. Oh, that bug is
Extra hot, that chili pepper water.
Hey, aloha, ai ka nioi. Ai ka puhi. Ula. Ai ka opu, ai ka ila, ai ka ele, ai ka pakelo. Ooh, two wonderful seaweed there. Hey, aloha, ai ka ila, ai ka opu, ai ka ila, ai ka ele, ai ka pakelo. Oh, kariapa. Going zippies now. Hey na ia mai ana kapuana. You make a big boy, you make a baby stew, you make a pure Hey no. Hey na ia mai ana kapuana. You make a big boy, you make a baby stew, you make a pure Let's go to Helenas.
Don't mind us. That sound that you heard in between, that's spitting out the bones. Gotta spit out the fish bones before you take the next bite.
I know, but you hit me. You won't hit me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, speaking of fish, now we're on that. Oh man, we got it going. Hawaiians, they love their fish and other condiments. Of course, the poke with the poi, can beat that. Yeah. Fresh. I don't know, the fish in Hawaii tastes different. Not the same. Everybody get poke balls on the mainland, but it's not the same as Hawaii. The poi. No. Friday night we was doing that tradition over here at Greg's house. So ono. So, along with the poi, the sweet potato poi, there's the limu nahavele, the old condiments that you eat with the fish. So this song is called Aloha Kamanini. A love for the different fish, the manini, the kala, the enenui, and ahole hole. What do you say, Al? They're just like sardines and onions. Sardina. For having us over here, and thank you, Greg, for we're gonna have some sardines and onions now after that.
All right. I'll have it again.
Oh, get time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Okay.
more
Not gonna be
hanaho.
short. We're gonna be here till Tuesday morning. Not gonna be short. So, Uncle Willie.
You better go tell the guy, Bobby, them go have dinner then.
Okay, this is a song that I did with Eddie. You know, I loved, you know, it was just fantastic playing with the Sons of Hawaii, Joe Marshall. Back then was the last days of Feed Rogers and Dennis Kamakahi. And then this is my favorite song of Eddie. He brought back a lot of tunes from the old monarchy, especially Queen Iliukalani. A song not too often heard of Queen Iliukalani, Manu Kapalulu.
All right.
us over here, Brother Mitch.
Mahalo, Mitch.
Refinancing just got easier. Interest rates are low and home values are up. With rates so low, now is the time to lower your rate and payments. New American Funding's all-digital mortgage application takes all the hassle out of applying for a mortgage. Simply put in your information and we do the rest. Safely and securely verify your income, assets, and tax information electronically. Plus, you get access to track the progress of your application anytime, anywhere. Less questions, less paperwork, less hassle, and instant access. Ready to lower your rate and payments? Let's get started.
New American Funding's VA home loans are designed to make the dream of homeownership a reality for millions of veterans and their families. We are proud to help veterans achieve homeownership and to provide educational resources on the VA home loan process. What are the benefits? You don't need to have perfect credit to qualify for a VA loan. VA loans generally offer interest rates lower than conventional loans, but require payment of the VA funding fee. The funding fee can be rolled into the entire loan amount, and the total loan with the funding fee cannot exceed your appraised value. If you already have a VA home loan, you may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Get cash out to pay off debt, upgrade your home, or simply get cash for any reason. For retired members of the U.S. military or active duty, a VA home loan offers significant benefits when financing a new home or refinancing your current one. Who is eligible? VA loan qualifications typically require one of the following: 90 days of service during wartime, 181 continuous days of active service during peacetime, 6 or more years of service in the National Guard or Reserves, being the unmarried surviving spouse of a service member who died in the line of duty or because of a service-related disability. To find out more about VA home loans from New American Funding, contact us today.
Hey, aloha. My name is George. For the longest of time, back from the late 70s, when I first met Raymond Kane, he took me around to concerts. But before that, I was at the University of Hawaii. My good friends that I met at the university was Leonard Kwan Jr. and Anton Gabriel. and they were showing me the real slacky guitar. I was just, they're from Mount Nanakuli, and Leonard Kwan Jr., of course, is the son of the famous Leonard Kwan Sr., and then Leonard and Anton Gabriel was the nephew of Albert Covello, who happened to show Raymond Kane all his the style of slacky guitar that Raymond Kane played, but except Raymond was famous and recorded, and Albert was just an old-time fisherman from Zablan village, and so a wonderful legend. And I got to know Sonny Chillingworth later on. Then later I worked with Atta Isaacs, the son, and I would meet Atta every day after my work at the Border Water Supply. We work with city and county. Some of the greatest place to work over there with Gabby Pahinui, Sonny Chillingworth, Atta Isaacs. What a incredible crew. Sam Michael, the Pahinuis, Ciro, and Blah, and then Atta's boys. And then later I got invited to be with the Sons of Hawaii, 1986. Eddie gave me a call. We used to go down and see him at the M's Ranch House in Anaheim. Then it was Feet's last days, and so Eddie was, Eddie was looking for another person to kind of fill in and for a lot of the instrumentals that Feet did. So there I was, I was just so happy, overjoyed. It was just the greatest thing to have Eddie to ask me join them. And then later, that was my greatest mentor. We got to play with the Honolulu Symphony, perform together with Chet Atkins, Johnny Gimbel, some of the greatest players in the world, but all doing our Hawaiian music. Then later on, Dennis and I started touring after Joe Marshall died in 1998. Eddie disbanded the Sons of Hawaii, but he was still keeping alive with documentaries. And today, you can see these wonderful documentaries that he's done of the story of the Sons of Hawaii at Kiho'olu, and then. So we started transitioning to that, away from the live performances. And meantime, I started taking Dennis around to do concerts on the mainland, recordings with George Winston, our Dancing Cat Records, and became a national releases along with Ledward Kapana, Keola Beamer, George Kahumoku. So it was really wonderful to be on that same stage. And later on, the last years I've been playing with Martin Pahinui and Aaron, as you just saw me performing with. And then it was just so great to have been at the Marriott Waikiki since 1998, and every Sunday it was like we were in Gabby's backyard. And then it's amazing because there wasn't any kind of Hawaiian music around, and we were able to present it and encouraged to do that, and all the people would come and enjoy that. Say, wow, we've never seen that kind of Hawaiian music. That's what we've been looking for. I said, it's just what we've been doing, just what we did on stage tonight, of gather around Kanikapila, have fun with friends, and just to carry on our legacy of that. So whenever we perform, we pretty much carry on the legacy of our mentors and elders, our kupuna that have come before us, and that's one of the greatest joys of performing, not so much about ourselves, but about their legacy and the fun that we used to have with them. So it's just been a long time performing, and now here we are today, still going, and then we just hope that we can come out into the world. I've been with the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame on the board of directors, and we're trying to get together a museum and performing arts center and take our music around the world again, to have keep that legacy of our kupuna. And it was just so wonderful that Aaron, Alan Akaka, myself, and our others in our Kaleo Hawaii group back from the University of Hawaii days in the 70s, we got inducted into the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. And then we've been carrying on that legacy of the Hawaiian language, and then also the writing original Hawaiian songs. But we still carry on all the old favorites too. So a lot of good memories that we carry with us, and we're so happy to be able to share it still with the next generation. But now we're not used to being in that stage of being the kupuna that because we used to be the ones that would follow around all these other kupuna. So here we are today, and wonderful that Mitch can have the Slacky Guitar festivals, and that we can still carry on our music and our aloha around the world to the people and get to know this other style of music of Hawaii that may not be as popular. So thank you very much again for the opportunity, Mitch, and hope to see you guys next year in Redondo Beach.
How's it? Thank you, Uncle George. Thank you.
Hello, Mitch.
Awesome having Uncle George every time. So my name is Mitch Chang. This is the Southern California Slack Key Festival, live streaming from Hawaii, only for this year. Hopefully we'll be back here with Down the Beach 2022. I want to do some quick mahalos. You know, this incredible production that you've been seeing, all the camera angles and the close-ups and the production quality here. Thank you to Mana Maoli, and they really took the lead on sound and video production, the whole live streaming and social media aspects, and I really want to give a big shout out to them for partnering with us on this festival. Mana Maoli is a Hawaiian nonprofit founded in 1999. They provide culture-based music and multimedia programs as part of their MANAMELE project, MANAMELE. This program is presented to thousands of Hawaiian charter and immersion school youths across this is Uncle Vinny, across 20 schools on 3 islands. So visit manamele.org or check out Mana Maoli on Facebook, Instagram to learn more. We have either 2 of the best slacky guys or 2 of the funniest guys who happen to play guitar next.
2 of the best looking.
Kamuela.
One of them.
Kamuela Kimokeo came to either the 2010 or 2011 Southern California Slacky Festival with his group Hi'ikua, and then he came a few times after that with Uncle Jerry Santos. Bobby Modero came in 2009, which was the 2nd annual festival. He came with Mauna Lua, and more recently he came back last year and had to take a break from him, you need a break for you. Yeah, you gotta take Bobby in small doses. So, but musically, you can listen to him all day. So, so thank you so much. We have Kamuela Kimokeo, Bobby Modero. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are gonna love this, and thanks again. We'll be back right after this.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? Aloha and welcome. Here we are.
Yes, we are here, Bobby. Yeah.
We're here, Kailua, Hawaii.
It's a secret location, Bobby. Little less verb.
Okay. We're here and wish you guys were. And look, let's just play some music, okay, Kamu? Can
Let's
we
get
please
this train started.
Okay, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Here we go, baby. Mo'olelo poko lena keka ahe hua o Hawaii nei. Shuku chuku mahila ko e hua ko makeala. Hei ka mo'olelo poko lena keka ahe hua o Hawaii nei. Shuku mahila ko e hua ko makeala. Ka ka hui ke aloha a iwalu. Ka ahi ka hui sukutuku o Hawaii.
Take one, Bob. Social distance, Bobby. Kalani o kalakaua ka mea hi ka kau kona inoa ma ka palapala no ka chukuchuku Hulo no kalani no kalakaua ka mea hi ka kau kona inoa ma ka palapala no ka chukuchuku
Ka ahi ka hui ke aloha a iwalu. Ka ahi ka hui sukutuku o Hawaii. Go! Come on, boy, play that guitar. mai hena ke ki hana o kaina la he mai hamo lelo tuku. Ai ko o ko kalani hope ka mea ka kokona inoa.
Alohe mai hena ke ki hana o kaina la he mai hamo lelo tuku. Ai ko o ko kalani hope ka mea ka kokona inoa.
Ahi ka hului ke loho a I waluku. Ahi ka hului shiku chiku o Hawaii. One more time. Ahi ka hului ke ala hau I waluku. Ka ahi ka hului chiku chiku o Hawaii. Chiku chiku o Hawaii. Chiku chiku o Hawaii. Chiku chiku o Hawaii.
Get that train there.
Yeah, baby. Welcome once again, guys. Thanks for being a part of us here in our discreet location. I'm Bobby Modero, sharing the music that I love so very much.
We're going to do this next song. It's a song that was composed by a man named Kimo Kamana. And this is a song that speaks about a very beautiful flower called the tuberose. It's my mother's favorite flower. And this is a song my dad used to do all the time. It's a song I think of my dad and my mom, both of my parents. A song called Ku'upua Tuberose.
And he thinks of me too. So thank you so much, Kamu. 'cause it's my
Yeah,
day.
I do think you're like my dad's age. So
I'm not
I
your
guess I
dad's
could think
age.
of you
I'm
too.
not your dad's age, okay?
Okay, you look my dad's age.
I don't even
You
look. No,
my
so
dad's age.
your dad does look very young, though. I gotta say, I do gotta say.
It's a mixture. My dad looks young, you look old, perfect. You guys meet somewhere in the middle. Evelina My little Upua Tuberos.
Yeah, that was lovely.
You know, in the early 90s, my dad recorded a CD with his group Kahali'a. Him and his partner Larry Reese played at the Hawaiian Regent Hotel for many years. And actually, it was during that time I received a lot of tutelage from Uncle George Kuo, who would play on Sunday nights before my dad. And I remember he'd stay many nights after and play along and with us. And I remember I always wanted to be like Uncle George Kuo and play everything in Slaki.
Yes, play everything. Yes.
For a while I was trying, and then I realized I cannot. I'm not as good as George Kuo.
There's only one Uncle George. Yes.
But here's a song that my dad recorded in 1992, I think. A song called The Hawaiian Cowboy. My heroes have always been cowboys, and they still are, it seems, sadly in search of and one stepping back of themselves and the slow-moving dreams. He wahini ole hua koi no ala hana wale oi Hawaii ila Eli ko halona me ka o i ola ke kolo ke kuli kolo i ho e au he wale oi te wahini holo i o pona ni o Hawaii ila Aloi ka Hawaiian cowboy Ulule lele ua lele ua lele ua lele ua Wahili o zelani koi no wala kila vale oi mawila Eli ko holo wana me ka o i ola ke kolo ke kuli kulu oi o hea vale oi te wahina holo li muna ni o Hawaii ila Aloi ka Hawaiian cowboy Hulule Roselani Roselani oh Roselani Roselani oh Zelani on the lake I ka wana kui ko liu California ua whawha mai La ole hua he pahi liu kalakua ko ka aina malihini San Francisco by the Golden Gate Aloha ka Hawaiian cowboy Just wanted to make sure the lows was on.
God, the lows are on, baby. Here we go.
I'm heading for that last round of Eliko halo wana me ka o yo laki kolo ke kui kuli kolo I hoi au hea vale oi te mehi holo li o mana ni au Hawaii ila Aloi ka Hawaiian cowboy Aina mai ka puana Lele hua o Roseladi Leili mai almost like we planned that ending, Bobby.
Come willa kimo keo, rockin' it, baby, rockin' it, baby.
Let's do something of yours, Bobby.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, guys, we have to let Bobby do a song too. Sorry,
no,
everyone.
you're gonna want.
Apologize to the audience out there. Bobby got to do one.
You're gonna want me to do one, okay? So look, just one. Let me do one, okay?
Okay, we'll let you do a couple. I'm starting
thank
to
you.
sweat. That's why. My makeup is gonna start dripping.
The mascara.
Not my mascara, my
It
foundation.
doesn't work on you, bro. So I do a beautiful song entitled Sanoi, a song that a lot of people have associated me with, and it's a beautiful song written by our Queen Lily Uokalani. So hope you guys enjoy this beautiful mele. A song speaking of her woman in waiting. So hope you guys enjoy this beautiful mele. It's one of my favorites forever and ever, amen. And if you're going to be aligned with something, it's so beautiful to be aligned with a song by our beautiful Queen Lili'u. So this goes out to all the ohana there on the mainland continental United States, around the world. To my sister Kimberly, Bill and Karen, all my ohana.
Anyone else, Bobby? Anyone else?
Just everybody, okay?
What about me? You didn't even say me. Are we even friends?
You know what? Just play.
Okay.
And smile and try to look good, okay? Okay.
Easy.
Okay, a song entitled Sanoi, a song that goes like this.
love it. Thank you, Bobby. Get your machinery together.
Thank you so very much, guys. Ghost in the machine over here. God bless you all. Kamuela Kimokeo. I'm Bobby Modero. We'll see you guys all again soon. Aloha. Say goodbye. E ho'i mai ana, hikina, i ka la, bela bela. I ke kai, ka havana vana, i poipu makoroa. O ka lalau, he aina la, i ka ua. O mai mea, ku'ulei aloha, never more to say goodbye, yeah. Never more to say goodbye. Never more to say goodbye. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Aloha. Mitch, I love you.
I love you too. Bobby Madero, Kamuela Kimokeo. Thank you. Mahalos. I love you guys.
Love you too, my brother. Thank you so much, Mitch.
So thank you everybody for watching. This has been the 14th annual. This has been the 14th annual Southern California Slacky Festival. Quick question for you guys. We've been doing interviews over there. Quick question is, basically, what drew you each to Slacky guitar?
Got to be the money, right, Bobby?
Oh, millions and
It's gotta be
millions
the
of dollars.
Yeah, the money.
You know, it's our birthright. It's to me, and I believe Kamu feels the way. It's our kuleana to be able to keep this music alive, and it's been an honor to learn from some of the most amazing artists here, and it's carrying the torch to some degree, like how I taught you, and now look, you're carrying on.
And now I teach you too, yeah?
Well, yeah, and you do teach me, I gotta say, and I do appreciate that, Kamu. But what's your take on Slacky?
Well, I think like Bobby said, it all comes down to kuleana. One of the things that, is a phrase that's used a lot is to whom much is given, much is required. And growing up, I was very blessed to be around people like Uncle George Kuo, like Ledred Ka'apana, like all these greats who played today, and to be around them when I was just a kid, and to be able to learn from them, and for them to take time out to teach me. You know, for me, I consider that they invested their time, their energy, and their aloha into me. And I hope to have a good return on investment and give back to whatever they give me, that, you know, I give back to those. And that's why both Bobby and I, for those that don't know, we're both teachers. We both teach Slaki in the University of Hawaii system. I'm Bobby's boss.
Oh, never mind. Yes, you are actually. I need a damn raise. But you know, on the other side of all of this is a platform as such. Without people like Mitch wanting to get the music out there, it would fall flat. So thank you so much to Mitch. Thank you to Mana Maoli as well. We love you guys. Thank you for being a part of us. We're all ohana, and for this one greater good, and that's making a better and greater Hawaii. So let's do this together, okay, guys?
And we hope to be back in California next year.
Soon, yes.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wear your masks.
Based on behavior. Yeah. But thank you, everybody. This has been the 14th annual Southern California Slaki Festival. This year, live streaming from Oahu, Hawaii. A lot of people to thank. Chances are that you're watching this live stream event thanks to one of our many cross-post partners who are, in essence, hosting this virtual show on their Facebook pages. So I want to send out a thank you to, these pages include 808 Viral, OEB TV, Hawaii.com, Hawaii 105 KINE, Cooking Hawaiian Style, John Cruz, Kimia Minor, Cyril and Gabby Pahinui. We're always thinking about Cyril. Cyril was part of the Slaki Festival in Redondo Beach since the beginning. And we miss him dearly. Kamaka Kehao Fernandez, Kamaka Iva Kanakole, Lehua Kalima, Lie on Fire, I Love, Hula Haku Collective, Hawaii Theater, Kamaka Kamario, the Hawaii Channel, and many more. So thank you so much to these and many more partners that have been supporting this today's event. Now, I also want to say thank you again to the artists. So as a reminder, we had Jeff Peterson, Jim Kimo West, Greg Sardina, Makana, George Kuo, Alan Akaka, Pomaikai Lyman and Malia Lyman, Aaron Mahi, Bobby Madero, Kamuela Kimokeo, and Kenneth Makua Kane and his son Pono. So normally what we do at the end of the festival in Redondo Beach and what we do here in Hawaii is we kind of raise the lights in the theater and people stand up and we sing Hawaii Aloha all together. So we're going to play a video for you to sing along with, and thank you again for watching today. Thank you for your support and encouragement through this weird, difficult time. And let's all sing Hawaii Aloha.
E Hawaii e kuone hanaue Kuhome kulahirine Oli no awi na pono lanio E Hawaii aloha E hau oli e nā o pio Hawaii nei Oli e Oli e Oli oli e Mai nā ahe makani e pāmai nei Pāmai nei Mau ke aloha 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 e hau
Mau ke